This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Friday, March the 6th, and I'm here with Brandon. And look who it is. It's Tori joining us tonight.
Thanks for the one clap in the back. Thank you.
I'm Steph, and Jeff and Erica have got the night off, the lucky buggers. And so let's get started. We've got some breaking news tonight. Woody Allen's publisher has cancelled plans to release the film director's new memoir. This comes after his estranged daughter, Dylan, bashed the book, calling it deeply upsetting and an utter betrayal. She also says fact checkers, well, they never contacted her, and for years Woody has denied molesting Dylan when she was a child. And Woody's son Ronan put pressure on the publishing company as well, saying, quote, "Imagine if this was your sister." So obviously I think this was definitely needed. I think the publishing company that are called, I want to make sure I'm getting it right, Hackett Book Group showed a complete lack of ethics. I think it was a slap in the face as well to all of the young women that obviously Ronan had helped and aided. So I think it was completely the right thing that they did this.
Yeah, it shows the timing of where we are right now, right? Woody Allen was king of the world for a long time, and now they're canceling him to put Ronan Farrow. And I think Ronan might be a little bit more of a high-profile person in the Me Too movement. I agree. Bad plan on their part to do both books, and I appreciate Ronan speaking out. I really do.
I appreciate as well that all the employees that walked out in protest.
It was a big deal over there.
But let me ask you a question. Take away the allegations. Take away Ronan. Take that out. Can you blame them? Because why? What did they see? Dollar signs.
I get that. I do.
They saw dollar signs.
But as a marketing campaign, you don't want to do Woody Allen's book and Dylan's book at the same time.
It's brilliant. Shock marketing.
No, why is that brilliant?
Because
no, I think you need to take a side. It's like anything, you need to take a side, and you need to say, like, this is what I believe in. If one of your books, which you've already published years ago, it's helped with the whole Me Too movement, and has helped women that have got convicted and have been sexually assaulted, and then obviously the father of the author comes out with a book that he's been accused, never convicted, it's never gone to court or anything, of molesting his daughter. I mean, I just don't think you can put those two together.
In this day and age, I think you do need to make a brand statement if you're a brand.
We're talking about it. We're talking about it. And that book was going to sell out because what about when someone's going to pick it up?
Well,
yeah, but they lost it out on it.
He's going to get the rights to it, and someone else will obviously pick it up.
I'm just saying, it's the same thing as when H&M came out with the coolest monkey in the jungle. There was that racism marketing. There was that initial shock, and then what happened? H&M sold out. They made all types of money. There's still black people wearing H&M. So I can just see why that published. I don't agree with it, but I can see they saw the dollar signs.
Interesting.
It backfired.
All right, well, turning to some music news now. Well, Demi Lovato, she's battled her demons literally in her new video for I Love Me. Watch. Seems to reflect on her 2018 drug overdose at the end of the video by holding hands with a girl on a stretcher. So is this something that we've seen play out a lot with Demi? I feel bad even saying that.
I know, you're absolutely right, because it's a little bit weird, but I gotta call it out. She's had comeback song after comeback song after comeback song. This is the 18th comeback. However, I kind of checked myself, Steph, because then I'm like, Taylor Swift has the same song over and over again, and I'm okay with it. I got a boyfriend, he dumped me, I'm sad. I got a boyfriend, he dumped me, I'm sad. So at some point, I guess Demi Lovato knows her audience, right?
And the difference between Demi and Taylor is Taylor's just getting dumped by boyfriends. This is battling addiction. I did the thing.
Multiple addictions.
Multiple addictions. I did the movie with Ben Affleck, and he talks about his comeback story again and again. So there are people out there who need to hear this, who need to see her in a positive light because they're struggling with addiction.
Do you guys like the song? I kind of do.
Well, I really like Demi Lovato in general. I really like her, and I felt really proud of her when she released a YouTube documentary series, which was in 2017, along with the release of Simply Complicated, and that showed all these problems and addiction. So I think if you watch that a little bit more, you'll get a deeper insight.
Good call.
But moving on from one pop queen to another,
good transition.
Taylor Swift is giving her fans a look behind the scenes hair and makeup. In addition to the mounds of makeup, she wore a muscle suit, and she had to make sure her mannerisms were as authentic as possible. So you can see lots of clips of that here. Look at it. Wow, that's a lot.
I was so stoked to have a movement coach help me with things like, you know, I've never thought about how men walk. It's never something that's interested me before, but that, you know, they walk differently than we do.
What? Who walks like that? And first and foremost, no man spends 5 hours in the makeup chair. It takes me about what?
She's trying to turn this into a
3 minutes to get touched up on for the cheekbones.
I think you've missed the point.
No. And
She
then it doesn't take
transformed
me
from a woman.
5 hours to get muscles.
Right, but you're not transforming from a woman to a man.
If you had to look like a pregnant woman, or if you were going to be Mrs. Doubtfire, I think it would take you just as long.
Have you seen my belly? I already look like a pregnant woman.
Wasn't going to go there, but thanks for sharing, Brandon. Moving on from Brandon's belly, Kylie Jenner's former BFF Jordan Woods is giving acting a try, and starring in a new movie with someone you might recognise. Do you remember this guy?
Is that me with short hair?
Oh, come on, you wish. Jeremy Meeks became known as the hot felon who went viral for his looks a while back. Now, the two are teaming up for a drama called Trigger about a dinner party gone wrong. Here's a clip.
What did he go to prison for?
I went to prison for the murder of our mother.
Is that true?
That part is definitely true.
Oh my gosh, I quit.
That is terrible.
I quit.
What do you mean?
I quit. Why did I have to go the right road in life and play professional football and then go to TV to be on TV when I could have just went to prison or hooked up with a basketball player to get a movie role?
Do you want to be in a movie like that? Because I think that's scraping the barrel.
I mean, that's a Netflix special right there.
Well, I think you could drive literally the whole DBL crew through the silence of that pause.
It was awful.
That other actor was in the Nickelodeon. Like, he came up in Nickelodeon. I
mean,
forgot that guy.
can I be honest though? Does
Okay,
this
go ahead.
glamorize crime? Are we exploring? I don't want to bring
think
it down
definitely
to
with
it.
Jeremy Meeks,
You know
he's
what I mean?
definitely been glamorized. And if you look into him and his behavior and some of his personalities, it's very questionable. He left his missus with 2 young kids.
And married a billionaire.
Ran off with a girl who I don't think he normally would have been attracted to, let's put it that way,
But she's
because
a
of her dad's
billionaire.
money. Great ambition, Brandon.
He's in a movie.
Yeah, but do you think
Have you seen the state of the movie?
it's bad? It's like a good D. I agree.
Who wants to be known for that? Clearly Brandon.
Hashtag goals.
Yeah, DBL is live, and coming up, Tori's interview with the amazing Daniel Radcliffe. He tells her about his global Harry Potter fame, Wingardium Leviosa. Plus, Celine Dion turns the sidewalk into a catwalk. I break down all of the looks on this week in Fashion Fix Friday.
This
We talk about criminal reform. Jeremy Meeks is the poster boy for criminal reform. He not only did he get a modeling contract when he got out as prison babe, he married a billionaire or billionaire's daughter. Now he's in a movie. I mean, if you're gonna go to jail, if you're gonna come out of jail, that's how you come out of jail.
And that's one out of a gazillion.
I
It's
know,
a very
I know,
small
I know,
percentage.
I know.
But do you
I'm
guys
not-
think, like, and I hate to bring it down on Access because I know y'all keep it like light and cool, and I don't want to be the serious
No,
one.
you got to. Go
But
ahead.
is it like a little okay? Like what he did to his is what Steph said. Like what he did to his.
Left her with 2 kids, never supported them, ran off with some girl solely because she showed him a bit of attention, let's be honest, because her dad is a millionaire.
How many women have ran off on men for richer men? So
No, but they're not put in movies after being in jail for doing some really sketchy stuff.
Prison reform. There's a lot of people. 50 Cent was in jail for a bit. Now he's got shows
Has he
on
reformed
ABC.
or is he just hot?
He's on. Who? Jeremy?
Yeah, like you know what I mean. I don't see any reform. I don't know. I don't want to bring this Access down because I know you guys
No,
are cool.
I
Buffalo.
understand what you're saying, and we're not trying to promote that. But at the
Right.
same time, you have to use
Yeah,
what
I
you
hear
have
you.
in life. Like,
Yeah.
we all have our 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, and
his is like half an hour too long. I'm
but
just kidding.
does he get? I wonder if he signed a prenup with that woman.
So
Now
if
that
you don't
they're
know,
getting divorced.
Topshop is the he married the heiress to Topshop.
What's that?
Topshop is the London like H&M, like it's an enormous clothing company.
Sly
So
dog,
he was a
you.
billionaire. I think they're no longer together, but man, he did very well for himself, didn't he?
Let's act that out.
Okay.
What did he say? Is it true
What?
that you left your car running by the parking meter.
Am I the girl?
I don't know.
I was trying to improv really well.
Our acting was way better.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let me know if you think it's exploiting crime, if I'm being a fuddy-duddy, party pooper,
don't know
Mrs. Wah-Wah. That's not a thing. Remember Debbie Downer when they zoomed in on SNL?
We have Fashion Fix Friday.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Ready to scream, David?
I can't wait.
Is that ready to scream, David?
2, 1.
Welcome back to DBL. 2 words, leather and jumpsuits. Plus, who's the thief that stole Beyonce's look? Well, all this startup must mean that it's Fashion Fix Friday. I'm here to give you the lowdown on this week's top stories. Okay, so we are checking out Celine Dion for our first look. She's Sherlock Holmes chic on the streets of NYC. I mean, I didn't know there was such a thing as Sherlock chic. Well, Celine, she's got it nailed it and taught us all a thing or two. The Titanic singer turned the sidewalk into a catwalk. And she must be listening to Madonna circa 1990 because she sure can strike a pose. I'm not sure if I'm more captivated by the cape or her confidence, but girl, you better work. And Celine's already known for her pipes, but you don't need to be a detective to see that she's a natural on the runway. I can definitely say that this is one look I'll never let go of. And next, my what the fashion moment of the week. Kylie Jenner's always been talked about for, well, something, but this time it's because she's accused of being a thief. So take a good look at these photos of Kylie and Queen Bey. Many of Beyonce's followers are calling out Kylie for copying Beyonce's original look from 2013. I mean, talk about being late to the party. What do we think, DBL Nation? You be the judge. I'll give them both some credit. Green leopard is a bold choice to pull off, and they both look pretty fierce. But all I've got to say is be careful, Kylie, because I wouldn't want the Bayhive coming after me. And oh, there they are. Finally, vegans go ahead and sit this one out because there's a new trend that the stars are rocking, but I'm not sure that everyone can pull this one off. So I'm asking, are leather jumpsuits chic or weak? So here's the flawless Kate Blanchett strutting through LAX in her brown biker-inspired jumpsuit. It looks like she's ready to hop on the world's chicest motorbike, and there's no question about this one. You know, she's the height of chic, but you can't win them all, can you, Jessica Simpson? So here she is in a python jumpsuit looking like it ate her for dinner. I'm all about a snakeskin print, but this one should have slithered away. And Jessica, these boots were made for walking as far away from that jumpsuit as is possible because you're looking weak, my love. And finally, Lala Anthony giving Catwoman a run for her money. That black leather jumpsuit fits her like a glove, and honey, I am here for it. The curves, the coolness, there's no question that I'm declaring her chic. Yes! So, Tori and Brandon, what do you think? Would you rock a leather jumpsuit?
Girl, absolutely, because I want to see it fit this body.
Oh, God, I just got sick.
Wait, wasn't that the body that you said you had a beer belly on a minute ago, Brandon?
But I'm very, very confident in my curves.
Oh, okay.
I gotta be honest, that Beyonce green leopard, I think, I feel like only Beyonce can look good in
Only
that.
Beyonce.
I mean, that's
Only
a
Beyonce.
difficult look to pull off, let's be honest.
And the Jessica Simpson leopard print, you have those boots, Stephanie, so would you complete the outfit with the rest of whatever she was wearing?
I mean, I think if she was wearing those solo, but it was a bit much, wasn't it?
I agree.
Okay.
It's a lot of snake.
A lot of snake.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, well, coming up on DBL, Tory fangirls over Daniel Radcliffe, aka Harry Potter. In a new interview, he tells her what it's like to be part of such a huge part of pop culture history, and that's coming up.
We're tackling claims you can make your own hand sanitizer at home. But first, I've got to say, the CDC, WHO, and most other experts say that you should be washing your hands as much as possible and only using sanitizer when you can't. Hand sanitizer should also not be used if your hands are visibly dirty. Okay, we got that out of the way. Here's our core claim. Headlines and articles teaching you how to make your own hand sanitizer if you can't buy any at the store. So can you actually do this, and is it safe and effective? We're verifying. Our sources, the CDC and WHO. When we dug into this, we found recipes from the World Health Organization that have been online for 10 years. They combine alcohol and hydrogen peroxide with a bonding gel. They recommend glycerol, but aloe vera also works. The key to all of this is the alcohol content. Per the CDC, if the alcohol content is 60% or higher, it can kill most bacteria and break down most viruses. Note here, some outlets are saying strong liquor like vodka can be used. Vodka technically is ethanol, which is in the WHO recipes, but most vodka is only about 40% alcohol, which would not meet the CDC and WHO recommendations. Once you've got your ingredients, combine them in a large jar or container, and you have a functioning hand sanitizer. So claim verified. You can make your own effective hand sanitizer. Keep in mind, the recipe is only effective if mixed properly. We're tackling claims you can make your own hand.
Welcome back to DBL. Daniel Radcliffe is best known as Harry Potter, but the 30-year-old actor is adding another impressive movie to his resume. Escape from Pretoria is based on the real-life prison escape by 3 young political prisoners in South Africa in 1979. I caught up with Daniel to find out just how intense this movie was to make, but don't worry, we get into some Potter chat too. Check it out. Daniel Radcliffe, or as I like to call him, Daniel Awesome Cliff, thank you so much for talking to DBL. First off, congratulations on becoming a global superstar at the age of 11 and somehow remaining kind and humble. We want to know your secret and why you're not a jerk at this point.
I mean, I think just the bar is so low for what people expect child actors to be.
Totally true.
I think I'm just like the beneficiary of low expectations. I've got good parents. I had great people around me on Potter. The Potter films were a really nice place to grow up. I don't know. I got very lucky.
Yeah, I've never heard of the Potter films, so maybe I'll have to look that up. Speaking of your career, I'm just kidding. You look almost unrecognizable in The Escape from Pretoria, which I can't wait to see.
By day, I buried my nerves as deep as I possibly could. But what stays in must come out.
I wanted to know physically, was this movie as challenging to make as it looks? And was it something in the props that got you into your character, like the glasses or the suit or the shoes?
There is something always very like cool as an actor. Anytime you can look in a mirror and really not sort of see yourself in the same way, that's very like, that frees you up to sort of push the performance further. I would love it if my hair did something that cool when I grew it long, but it really doesn't, so that was a wig.
You've said before that you see yourself in Harry, some of yourself. I want to know about this character. Do you see yourself at all in this character? And I really want to know, is there a political issue that you would risk arrest for?
I definitely like to think that if the situation slid into, you know, the ones that Tim and Stephen were living in apartheid South Africa, that I would be one of the people that would stand up and still be able to differentiate wrong from right. Yeah, I definitely like to think I would, but you don't know till you're tested.
That's so true. Speaking of Harry, I came up all night, was thinking, what question have you not been asked? Because you've been asked every question about Harry Potter. And I really just wanted to know this. What was the worst part of playing Harry Potter, and what was your favorite part that maybe not everybody knows about?
I mean, honestly, like my favorite part was like working with the crew. Like the crew, I've made some of my best friends for life on those films, and like the stunt stuff, it was something that at the time it seemed like such an ordinary part of everyday life, and it was just like, yeah, you're filming, of course you're going to be on wires occasionally or whatever. And since moving on, I realized, oh, that stuff was all very rare and very cool that I got to do any of that. If I had bad days when I was on the Harry Potter set, it had nothing to do with being Harry Potter or being on set. It was just the fact that I was a moody teenager, you know, which everyone should be when they're a teenager at some point.
You were super young when you went to the audition. Did you have confidence walking in there? How did you walk in there proud and confident as a little kid?
I don't know that I did. I don't know that I was like super confident as a kid or anything like that. I think the thing that I actually had as a huge advantage was that I wasn't taking it incredibly seriously.
Yes.
I was really just having fun. And I know, like, just enjoy it is like the most horrible advice to give someone. If you're nervous, it's because you care, and nerves are good, and you're nervous for a reason. And but like equally, if you just like push yourself to try and have fun and enjoy it and be playful, that's generally the best you're going to be, probably.
Well, I was super nervous to have this because you have saved our whole family, so thank you for Harry Potter, but I wanted to say I had fun with it, so I think I took your advice, so I really appreciate that.
I would never have known you were nervous unless you said, so thank you very much.
I was naked and crying in my shower earlier, so that's great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, we will keep that in there. Daniel Radcliffe, we cannot wait to see The Escape from Pretoria. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to DBL.
Awesome. No worries. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
That was truly a dream come true for me. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
What's up? Welcome back to Beauty Blast. I'm your boy with all the beauty knowledge, Jeray for the Slay, and today we're here with more red light beauty tips to help your day move faster. Now, today I've been having so many inquiries about lashes. What kind of lashes should I use? What lashes are for me? Should I wear strip lashes or extensions? And that's where I come in, my friends. Now, if you don't know, the new craze for everyone has been lash extensions. These are phenomenal because you go see a specialist maybe once every 3 weeks, get some lashes put on top of your own lashes, and have a phenomenal, beautiful look that's easy to maintain. About every 3 weeks or so, you get a refill put on, so those lashes that might be falling out get put right back on top, and your look keeps going. Our fabulous host, Erica Cobb, is known for her lashes, and it makes her look so beautiful every time, no matter what she does, because it's consistent, and she always makes sure that those lashes are done. Now, is this for everyone? Not always. I would definitely say lash extensions are more for the person who have a very fast-paced life, someone who doesn't want to spend a lot of time in their own look, and they want something that just gets up and goes for them. Now, if you're more of a business gal, you can make sure that you have a certain lash style. So you don't always have to have a super full lash. You can have more of a classic lash style. You can have a blended lash style as well, or you can go for a little bit more of a cat eye or more of a dramatic lash too. This is something that you and your lash extension artist will talk about, of course. Now, is this for everyone once again? Not always, my friends. If you're in college, if you're over here paying off some debt, honey, maybe we're catching up on some bills, that's when we want to go back to good old Ardell strip lashes, my friend. Now, Ardell isn't the only lash brand out there, but it's one of my favorites because it's everywhere. Walmart, Target, Ulta, how you doing? But there's also lash strips from MAC Cosmetics. Now, what's the difference? Lash strips are going to be put on with a glue that's meant for temporary usage. With this glue, you're going to make sure that it's able to come off at the end of the day, so you can peel those lashes off and go back to being the boo-boo that you are with no lashes whatsoever at all. That's fine though. We can put those lashes to the side and only use them for Fridays and Saturdays. That's fine if that's your cup of tea. However, make sure you're really removing all that lash glue residue so that you're not blocking and clogging your pore. Same thing for lash extensions, guys. You don't want to continuously do this for like 6 months straight because your lashes still need to breathe. You have pores there that want to get all that good oxygen to help continue to nourish all those beautiful hairs. Remember, your lashes grow on about every 3 to 5 week lash cycle. So if you're going every single week, you're gonna start noticing some fraily lashes or some lashes that just don't look as beautiful as they could. So let me know, guys, are you guys gonna go for more of lash extensions for an easy morning, or are we gonna keep it to Friday and Saturday with some lash strips? Tell me at Jeray for the Slay on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Welcome back to DBL. In the age of Spotify playlists and iPads, there are plenty of ways to pass the time while road tripping. But what about a good old-fashioned game of Would You Rather? DBL co-host Al Jackson and I throw it back old school in today's DBL Drive, presented by who, y'all? CarShield! That's right. Check it out.
Hey, Al, let's play Would You Rather. Okay, I feel like that was more of a demand than a question. But yes,
It's a rhetorical question. Okay.
Yes.
Would you rather have a car that you can never wash ever, and I know how much you like to wash your car.
Yes, my car is clean now.
Very clean. Or would you rather allow every passenger in your car to eat?
Oh, man.
Which I'm doing.
Yes, you're doing it, and that even just what you're doing is bothering me.
I know.
So I just don't think under any circumstances could I have 3 different smells. I can't have roast beef, and then somebody's got a parfait, and then somebody's got like a Caesar salad.
Oh, God.
Those are just too many different smells.
Too many.
10 times out of 10, I'm choosing a dirty car on the outside rather than a stinky car on the inside. All right, I got a question for you. That was a good one. Let's say we're doing a cross-country road trip.
Oh, God.
All right? Now, we can either only listen to techno music the entire ride out there. Yes, or sit in absolute silence.
Look, here's the deal. I cannot physically be silent that long. So I am going to have to go with the techno and call it a tech yes. Okay, one more. Would you rather parallel park in front of all of your coworkers or change a tire in front of your girlfriend?
Oh, well, first of all, let me tell you a little something about this guy they call Al Jackson.
Oh, boy.
Referring to himself
It's parallel
in third
park.
person.
Okay.
Al Jackson has lived in Miami. Al Jackson has lived in New York.
Not
Al
necessary.
Jackson has lived in Los Angeles.
Not
Al
necessary.
Jackson has always lived downtown. Al Jackson will always be able to parallel park.
That's what
if
I
I
thought.
can't
Okay.
parallel park, then something's wrong.
So which one would you rather do? Parallel park in front of your coworkers?
Oh, parallel park
Okay.
all day.
Okay.
And for peace of mind on the road, get an auto protection plan with CarShield. CarShield protects their members from the high cost of auto repairs. Call 1-800-505-9619 for a free quote.
Wait, and Tori, as well as being in the car, you've got some comments.
I sure do. This is about Jordan Woods and Meeks?
Jeremy Meeks.
Jeremy Meeks, excuse me. Yeah, Nicole Harden says that was some horrible acting.
Oh, yeah.
And Michael Loveland says acting like you're acting is still acting.
It's adult film acting.
It was.
I was waiting
Why
for
the silence for the good 2 to 5 minutes?
Someone
I think
forgot
they're
their
trying to be dramatic, but it's just so bad.
Someone forgot their lines.
You
let's
think?
be
From
honest.
living in your mate's pool house to this.
Hey.
Good work, babes.
All
Good
right, started
work.
from the bottom, now you got a movie.
Okay, so goals to some clearly. Well, we'll be back on the same time, the same place on Monday, so we'll see you later.
Bye, guys. No one gave you a high five.
There we go.